front of people is nerve-wracking. We get anxious. So what I'd like to do is share with you anxiety management techniques. The very first technique is to greet your anxiety. When you begin to feel those jitters, you start feeling like, oh no, everybody's going to tell that I'm nervous, and we begin to actually make ourselves more and more nervous. Say to yourself, it makes sense that I'm nervous. And by acknowledging your anxiety, you short-circuit that building of anxiety. Another very useful technique is to work on breathing. Nervous speakers breathe very shallow. By simply taking some deep belly breaths prior to speaking, you slow down your blood pressure and your heart rate. It can help you tremendously. Too often, nervous speakers feel like everybody's attention is focused on analyzing and evaluating them. If your attention is on your audience and giving them what they need, that gives you less bandwidth to worry about yourself. Many of us, when we speak, worry about how bad things can go. If you expect success, that gives you more of a sense of control and a goal that you will be pleased to try to achieve. Reframing the speaking situation is one of the most powerful tools. Instead of seeing speaking as a performance, view it as a conversation. First, practice conversationally. Sit around and converse your presentation with somebody. Second, use conversational language. Nervous speakers say things like, one must consider the ramifications. We don't talk that way. They should say things like, you should consider. Third, use questions. Questions are dialogic.
Structure is absolutely critical. A wonderful structure to think about is the what, so what, now what structure. This structure helps you convey a point, teach people things, in some cases, convince them. You first start with the what. That is the main point you're trying to get across. The so what explains why it's important. Not to you, the communicator, but to the audience. What's the value for them? And then the now what is what you want your audience to do. Having that structure helps you formalize your thoughts, package up your information, and it helps you as a communicator to be concise.